Day 3. My skin kind of hurts, wind blasted, and maybe a little sunburn at the same time. Hard to tell. All feels the same. At least the wind stopped sometime last night because it is rather silent out. Bunch of campers right outside my door, so that's not going to make it any easier. A little colder than yesterday, but not quite cold, especially, considering it could be way worse. But it's late. It's almost 5 a.m. and I just woke up. You can tell by my hairstyle. So I'm in no hurry. I was hoping to do this next section in the dark like I did last time, but it's what it is. I'm just waking up, gonna make my coffee, and head on my way. I'm just glad the wind stopped, man. Very good. Look at how thick the sand built up and everything. Or dust, whatever you want to call it. It's a little bit of both. But it's in everything. It's static cling to anything plastic. Everything has just a layer of dust on it. That's the way it's gonna be. Okay, it's damn near 6 o'clock and I'm finally ready to go. Way behind schedule, but we don't have a schedule. Oh man, it got colder. It's probably somewhere near freezing right now, but there's no wind, so it's totally tolerable. Just my fingers hurt already. Beautiful moon. Not sure if it's full, but it is about as close as it gets. Signs are reflecting real nice. I can see 3 of them from where I stand with just my headlamp, much less my white laser. But the sun will be coming up soon. Not quite the nighttime adventure I was going for, but I'm not setting alarms, man. I sleep till I wake up. My body's got healing to do. I ain't trying to make big vials or anything, so... Oh, damn it. Okay, there we go. It's hard picking your way through this because look at the size of the spikes on these things. You aren't just like meandering through these things. They don't look like much when you're just walking. A little pile of sticks, but they all have teeth. Let's see what trouble we can get into today. That's gorgeous, man. That's not what my eyes see, though. It's still pretty dark out here. That's nice. Wish my eyes did see that. Oops. I still have to use a headlamp because these things, don't show up very well. And they're very grabby. They're all coming out to meet you halfway. Okay, next sign's glowing over there. I had to stop and put on a second puffy because I underestimated how cold it was. Like, once I got away from my tent, I was like, oh yeah, it is pretty cold. But yeah, it just started hurting, so I was like, hell, stop, dig out another puffy. I definitely don't keep it on top. I had it wrapped around my laptop near the bottom, but it's worth it in the end. And even though the sun is trying to peek out, it's gonna be like an hour before it does. Let's meander, try not to get lost. So far, there's been enough signs. We'll see how long that lasts. I get to one, I pan around, and you can't see it, but I can see the dim glow of one way out there. So I'm just going to stand at it, pan around, and I know the general direction I want to go. I have basic directions. Radar did spell it out pretty simply, that even high, because as soon as I got to camp, there's some dude named Bobby. He's getting off trail today, too. His feet are all torn up. A lot of people are choosing this as their first hike. Ooh, that's a lot, man. This is not a first hike kind of thing, but hey, to each their own. Many have done it. But as soon as I got to camp, that dude saw me having a little mini safety meeting. I was like, oh, come on in here. And whew, he got real lit. I had the hardest time setting up my camp. Well, the wind didn't help either. And on that, I really should have waited, but how do you know? Because had I waited like 2 hours to set up camp, I wouldn't have got all the dust in there because the wind stopped. But you don't know when the wind's going to stop. It's as sudden as it's starting. I'm just glad for it, man. Beautiful morning. Birds singing. It's nice. Because yesterday, you know what I got to listen to? All day. Like all day. Oh, I can't blame everybody for quitting yesterday. I really can't. Everybody said, hey, I'm quitting. And they announced it to me like, you know, I don't know, like I guess they have to say it to somebody to make it official in their minds. Because everybody announced it to me as though like I'm the gatekeeper. I'm like, okay, you may quit. You know, I'm like, no, I can't blame any of you, man. Look around, this sucks. Nobody does this for fun. People do this to punish themselves. But today's a much better day than yesterday. Those are pretty fresh. Somebody out before me? Oh no, it wasn't windy last night, so maybe, because I do set up my camp pretty early. But it's unusual to see semi-fresh footprints on the ground for me. Well, yeah, before the sun comes up. I appreciate it, gives me somebody to follow, because there isn't much of a trail. There's, you know, a little bit here and there, but like, do you see a trail? And don't be like, oh, that thing, because that's where water flows. Like you'd like to think it's a trail, and I'm totally gonna walk it, but this is just water. Or cows. No, that's water. This is cow. Cows are tougher than I am, though, man. They can walk right through this stuff. It doesn't hurt them. I'm trying to look around. I'm like, what are they eating out here, dude? Like, the only thing I see that even looks semi-edible is that. Right? But there's not much of that around. I mean, imagine if you had to get fat eating grass, and this is what you're given. Like, just dick move. Bad luck, cow. Oh, shit. I don't see the next marker. I've been wandering for a bit. Oh, there we go. You have to zig and zag back and so forth around these little bushes that I lose sight of it here and there. So that was my last sign. And from there, I just don't see anything, so I've just been kind of wandering in the direction I was going. Pretty sure I'm just going to the base of that mountain, the right-hand side of it, so that's my general direction. Would it be nice to... Oh, that looks like a trail. Nice. Oh, I do see a sign. They're a little harder to see at this time of the morning. I don't have any lights on to make them reflect, and they're just not standing out as bright white. Listen to all these happy little birds. Sun's about to do its thing. Once it does its thing, it starts warming up a little bit. Sit down, have a little safety meeting and a wardrobe change. It's nice that there's grasses going on, because that makes the trail obvious. Look at that. Nice. So we'll see how this one goes. Oh, look, we got little flowers going. How you doing, beautiful? Didn't expect you. But I'm going to weigh my options. I'm going to get to the next water source. If radar's there and willing to give me a ride back into Hachita, or maybe I can just go to Hachita and jump back. Oh, yeah. So that's what I'll do so I can download my maps. But only if it's nice and convenient. See that mountain range way right there? That's where I was yesterday morning. Alright, start looking for a place to sit. An elevated rock or something would be nice, but you know, grass isn't bad either. But what does the grass hide? You know, I see that in there. These are the bones from a cholla. They're probably my favorite plant, bones. Some plants have bones. But if that's there, that means there's the likelihood of, you know, monsters hiding in this grass. You don't want to sit on cholla or even stand on a cholla, man. Stuff will go right to the bottom of your shoes. Oh, look at all the skeletal action going on this one. Can we get a picture with it going through those things? Let's try. This is a very pleasant morning. I am kind of willing to bet if everybody held out for one more day, this would have really helped their morale. They would have stayed on trail. Wind is no joke, man. I'm gonna go with a 90% certainty that the wind is the real reason most people just left the trail yesterday. It was bad, but it was only like a solid 24 hours of it. So, I mean, for New Mexico, that's pretty nice. I mean, Lord knows there's a gust headed to me from somewhere right now. It says New Mexico. How long will this last? I don't know, but I'll take it while it does. That seems like a nice place to hang out, doesn't it? This counts as a step to like sit on or something. I mean, I'm not going to find anything elevated like a rock or something to sit on. Rocks here aren't big enough. Definitely no down tree trunks to sit on. Tree trunks are some of my favorite things to sit on. Risky because, you know, sometimes they're full of ants. Beautiful. Where do I want to sit? Alright, I'm in the mood to sit. I'll just keep wandering. The spot will call to me. Oh, right there. That's what I'm going to do. With all these little pretty purple flowers in it. How could it be bad? And some cow poo. There's always cow poo though. Good morning, sunshine. Oh, that was a nice break. Kick back, relax, drop the deuce. I did do a full wardrobe change. I'm still wearing the hiking puffy and the mittens. It's still a bit cold. But there's no wind, so I can wear my big old sombrero. This still doesn't cover the whole face. Oh well. Sun's on a low angle right now. Give it a little time. Unfortunately, the wind stole my cockroach yesterday. I had a cockroach my girlfriend had given me, and I put some magnets on it. And he was clipping me really well, but the wind just snatched him at some point. I walked back like a good quarter mile looking for him, but no luck. Oh well. So if you see a roach on the trail with a magnet on it, that's mine. Can you please return it? Thank you. So if I happen to come through New Mexico for a fourth time, I will pass up the second water cache and not sleep anywhere near it because it is just flat, windy, and dusty. And go on maybe 2 miles because, you know, then we start getting hills and decent shrubs. There's places to hide in here. I would have been happier in here than there. And it was only 2, maybe 3 miles tops to where you start getting some, you know, contours in the landscape. At least something to hide from the wind. I have no idea what that is. Obviously man-made. Looks kind of like a house. Enhance. Yeah, that's a house. It's kind of weird because there's a whole lot of nothing. I have to assume there's roads leading in. It's not like people carry that stuff on horseback. Oh, maybe it's a water tank. That makes more sense. It's one of them big tubular round ones that I'm seeing it from a profile. Okay, that's what I'm going with. Way more sense than a house out here. I was like, I don't remember a house out here, but I did do this in the dark last time. I remember it being way scary and treacherous. So far, this is just a nice stroll. I remember going into deep crags and having to find my way back out, but maybe that was somewhere else. Yeah, okay, it's one of those. There's also some water just to the side of it. Looks like a nice stagnant pool. There's lots of little trails leading to it, so I assumed there was water over there, at least seasonally. I don't know how often they fill those things up. I'm used to seeing, like a windmill or something around them. Something that pumps water or something, but just a tank by itself with a little puddle. Tons of birds around it. Nice. We need more of those. Gotta be rough being an animal that lives out here. Especially when you're not from here, like poor cows. I don't even know where cows are from. From wherever we put them. Can you tell which direction the wind blows through here? I got a little lost. Somehow I got off the trail. But then I saw this in the distance. Thank you. Oh, look at that. That's one of them fancy double-sided ones. Oh, you don't see those every day out here. Damn. I have no idea what I'm looking at out there. Enhance more. What is that? I tried my zoom on my photo because it claims it goes up to 100, but it doesn't really look any better than this. I don't know. I'll throw the other one up there. We'll see. Is that a house? Weird shaped. I don't know. Okay, keep your eyes out for somewhere to have second coffee. I started my day off wrong, late. And just everything was covered in grit. So I didn't take my time and do all my rituals proper like. Felt rushed. It's funny how just tiny little things throw off your groove. It's just dust. But it was in everything. I had to everything before I was packing it up, blowing all the little ports. I brought all sorts of technology with me. I even, for the first time, this had never happened, I went to adjust my shoulder strap because I loosened them before I put the pack on to make it easier, and I couldn't get the strap to move. I'm tugging on it. I'm like, what the hell's wrong? Am I doing it wrong? So I bent it up to look at the bottom side, and 2 pebbles fell out. There's 2 little pebbles wedged up in the webbing and wouldn't let it slide. I was like, oh, I've never had that happen before. That wind blew stuff all up in my keister. But that's yesterday's. Yeah. Nothing but beauty from here on out, right? Nothing but. You know, this will do. This rock's to sit on, right? Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. Fuck it. Second breakfast. Or second coffee, first breakfast. Look at that. That's a thing of beauty right there. No additives, just black coffee and a little bit of, I guess there is an additive, powdered milk. And I found with powdered milk, you have to dissolve it in cold water first and then put in coffee. If you put it in coffee, it clumps. I found that out yesterday. I don't use a whole lot of powdered milk in my life. But I figured I could use the extra whatevers that's in it. You know, I know there's some vitamin D, but there's a buttload of other stuff. I need everything I can get. But it makes it look beautiful. I was really into those Carnation instant breakfasts in my coffee because I thought they had all sorts of like vitamins and protein and all sorts of crap. And my girlfriend was reading the back of the package, and it turns out it only has that stuff if you mix it with things that have that stuff in it, which I thought ridiculous to advertise on the package. But it's like, you know, it only has protein if you mix it with this thing that has protein in it. I think it was like mixing it with what, Greek yogurt and stuff like that. I don't even remember. But that's the only way it has the stuff that it claims it has on the front of the package, which seems like total bullshit. So it's basically just hot chocolate. Which I'm down with some hot chocolate, whatnot, but that's some pretty pricey hot chocolate right there. So won't be doing many more of those unless I see them at the dollar store. Dollar store, yeah, I'm cool with that. But I'm not buying a box of 10 anymore because, you know, that was like $8 or $10 or something like that. Yeah, screw that. Now, you know, I've been drinking those things this whole time thinking they were good for me, and it turns out it was just cocoa in the morning. Listen to how silent it is, other than my stomach growling. Birds, no bugs, no wind, no nothing. That was a rather nice break. It took probably like 45 minutes. Wasn't timing myself, so I don't really know. But oh no, the sun's really high. Shit, it might have been longer than that. No, I don't know. But I am not in a hurry. And I'm not even sure what direction I'm supposed to be going right now. I kind of spaced that. Okay, I came from there. Came there, and I guess this is the trail. Yes, it is. Or is that the trail? Yes, it is. Or is that the trail? Oh, yes, it is. Okay, well, that's easy. When you look out at this, does this look warm? You think like, oh, it's probably a hot day. Sun's shining. You know, all the clouds are little man-made lines. Lots of them. And if we zoom in, there's crap tons. Anyway. But there's a wind coming in, and it's mellow. It's just the slightest of breezes. It's not even moving anything, but you can feel that it's coming from this direction over here. And it is cold. It's got to be like, I don't know, a 50-degree, just little breeze. I don't know. But I would look out at this and assume it's warm. It's a good day for hiking, though, you know, because it's not cold by any means. The combination of the two kind of cancel themselves out. The sunlight on my skin and the cool breeze. I'm probably barely gonna stink when I get into town. I wasn't even able to sweat yesterday. I got sand blasted off of me instantly. Don't trip. I took my shoes off last night and my socks. Like normally, even when you're just walking through the desert, there's grit and sand all up in your toenails, outlining them, framing them, whatever. But no, nothing. My feet were all like clean. I had to take a double take. Whose feet are those? Nope, they are attached to my legs. Yeah, those things are mine. I didn't wash them or anything. It's just been, I haven't done many miles. To get to the cache yesterday, I think was 25 total from the border. Still the wee baby stages of this. Scared as usual, This is a scary trail. That's why when I run into dudes like Special K, who knows nothing about hiking, at least like I watched some YouTube videos and shit, put some stuff together, but that dude just looks like he randomly came out. I was like, why this one? And he was just saying that the other trails seem overrun by what he's seen. And he wanted a more solace, kind of solitude thing. This is the trail for that, but, some would consider me experienced. And I'm scared. Mostly of, like the San Juan area. It's just the snow. At least the Gila, there's another easy way around. Because it's not like you can sit and wait for snow to melt. People keep telling me, like, oh, you can wait there, this place or that place, rent an Airbnb with some other hikers for a couple weeks. A couple weeks doesn't change anything. If there's snow up there so much that you can't pass now, in a couple weeks there's probably going to be still much. And now it's just going to be the crappy, slush. Rivers running high because it's all melting. So cold. Although it has its own special thing to it, like going through the Sierra. Buttload of ice cold rivers, but it was exciting. You thought you might die a few times. People have. But people die at kite competitions. People die. We're really fragile creatures. Just throw a rock at us and hit us in the right place and like, boop, dead. Like, oh shit. Well, I gotta make my way through this. Isn't it always the way? I should have waited another quarter mile. This would have been a way better second coffee spot. Look, we got rocks, some soft ground to sit on right there. Very mellow. Thorny area and I guess less of a view, but it is what it is. These bushes hurt. They're snagging at my clothing. Not very nice. Okay, I survived. Got pretty scared there for a minute. Got a little nick on my finger. Oh, damn, I did. Oh, I didn't know there was blood. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus. I felt that. I just thought it was a little nick. I was grabbing at my legs and stuff. That seemed more important. Whatever. Border Patrol. Curious if I'll have any interactions with them. I'm obviously a hiker, but they don't all know about hikers, which I find weird. I think if you have a certain area, you would know about something like this. I don't know. So, according to Radar's dumbed down version, Cliff Notes of how to get here, he said there would be a rather nice dirt road. That's not my road. He's like, just walk on another 20 feet, 20 yards or so, and there'll be a shitty dirt road. That's your dirt road. And I'm fairly certain he told me to take a right, but I thought I'd be going in there. But I'm fairly certain he told me to take a right, and the way the sign's oriented, I feel like it's telling me to go right. Sucks that I still get left and right confused. Okay, see, it didn't even go that way. Okay, cool. Okay, right was right. I saw it going here and curving that way, and I was like, I don't remember heading out into here. Yet. I think that's my next mountain range. Like, walk to the end of this one, and then over to that thing. Maybe, I don't know. It's all downhill and nice. I just hope I see another sign kind of soon to let me know. Oh yeah, there's tons of people on the trail. Let's see, those are definitely footprints. Okay, semi-fresh. Oh, super fresh. Okay, I feel confident. Nice. I'm just gonna wander the road for a while, man. Oh, I see. I turned way over here. I'm pretty sure I just curve over. Okay. We got this. Nobody's dying on my watch. I can see the Border Patrol mobile, like, telescopic computer thingy array over there. I bet it's watching me watch it right now. And zoom in, but sorry, that's the hell out of it. Oh, boom, there we go. See how it's shining stuff to the right of the car? Does it look like it's pointed right at me? Because I feel like it is. I waved earlier, but, you know. But why wouldn't they look at me? I am by far the most interesting thing out here. I see you seeing me. Those things are pretty cool, though. They can see for miles and miles, man. You'd think they'd be on mountaintops, but it's harder to get to those. And there are more than enough tire tracks on the trail to let me know that they have no problem coming onto the trail. Come ask you some questions. Which, you know, I understand if you fit the bill. If I look through my telescope thingy at you, I'm like, oh, come on, this guy's obviously what I think he is. Okay. But last time, me and Jandals, because Jandals is like super white, they still came over. A brown guy came over, which made it even more comical to me. I'm like, come on, man. You can tell by a mile away this guy glows in the dark. This mountain over here has some pretty cool stripes in it. And I like that they're vertical stripes, which makes me think that, like, you know, the ground was uplifted. You know, I assume most stripes kind of settle flat and then get twisted over time, but I don't know. This has been the best hiking day so far. I mean, only day 3, but such an improvement over the other ones. Surprised my body isn't sore. I guess I took it slow enough. You know, I don't even have any hot spots going on my feet, so, you know, so far no blister worries. I was a little concerned wearing safety shoes as hiking shoes, but, you know, so far so good. I was actually hoping the safety shoes would help with all the spikes out here, because, you know, even the soles of them are all hardened rubber. I'm definitely the only one throwing out this tread pattern here. Just so still today, just so different than it was yesterday, you know? Curious how well those pieces of foam I glued in front of the microphones worked. As if not, yesterday's just going to be a fest. It is what it is. I'll play some lovely music in the background, just block it out. So there's other people at the water source when I got there, or when I woke up. People that weren't there when I went to sleep. And I don't know which direction they came from. Because that guy Maverick was doing southbound with his South Korean friend David, I want to say his name was. Radar was nice enough to drive all the way out and deliver that guy his spoon because he had forgotten it. Spoons are pretty important. I had to use the stick, but, you know, that's damn nice of Radar to drive all the way out here to give the dude a spoon. get quick when they want to. It's about time for another break, just because I say so. There's this spot of shade. This huge towering bush. I really appreciate that. That is a healthy one. These ones are getting watered. Lovely shades of green. And yellows and slightly brown in some places, but mostly green. But yeah, I'm gonna post up right here. Maybe try to eat something, but mostly just relax. My shoulders are kind of sore. Feeling the weight in them. Not really my legs and everything else, so that's pretty nice. Let's keep the pain localized to one place, Eventually get tougher. Won't bother me so much later. Gotta get to that point. There's just the gentlest of breezes stirring through here. It's really nice. It's not as cool as it was earlier. It's still cool air. But it feels good. I hope it keeps up. If not, it'll be stagnant out here, man. There's just not much going on. So silent. Looks a little cooler just down the way, but there's no shadows to hang out in down here. Well, that didn't look so uphill before. These Amazon shoes have great traction. Started off today at the base of that mountain. I guess not too horrible. This is the highest I've been, as far as I've ever been able to see around me. And yeah, still a whole lot of nothing in every direction. Kind of what I thought. It's cool. This part isn't supposed to be real entertaining or anything, because you'd get more people on the trail if the beginning of it was totally fun. This is what weeds people out, which is a good thing, so people don't end up getting themselves killed later. It's nice to figure out that this is not your gig while you have somebody like Radar you can call. I'm on that roadway down there. I see a sign. It's one thing I've enjoyed about the desert is the definite differences, just from one step to the next. Like, why is this all light gray? Is that ash that got turned into stone? It ends right here. And there's a lot of that in the desert. Like one area, the dirt is a specific color. And there's definitely a line between the two. But I don't know what does that. Is there a mineral spring up here somewhere leaking all over this stuff? That's what is mineral buildup. It's just so localized. Come with ancient ash. I don't know. Nice mellow day. That's my trail up there. I see signs way out there. More of my trail up there. I don't remember what's on the other side of this. See, doesn't that look like it would have been ash that turned to rock? That's what I'm going with. Ash from what? I don't know. Could have been a volcano anywhere at some point. I don't know. There's something orange behind that bush, right? Been looking at it for a while, but I can't tell because it's behind the bush. I'm just like, what is it? What is it? I know it's absolutely nothing, but that bush has just been obscuring enough to where I can't make out what the hell. But look at it. Yep, just an orange rock. But there's no orange rocks around, so yeah, nothing really stood out. I was looking at it from way over there. I'm like, what is that, man? Yeah, the only one of his kind. How do you lose that? I know how you lose it. You're romping. Should I carry it out? No, I'm not gonna. Me from a few years ago might have. But no. No, this is too important. I gotta finish this one. I'm not saying no fucking around. I'm an idiot. I do stupid stuff. But I'm not gonna go out of my way to hurt myself. But I'm still gonna, hurt myself. In reality, the biggest reason I'm not carrying that is because I have no idea how far it is to the next bear bonds. If I knew the next one was only like 2 miles away, yeah, I'd carry that thing for 2 miles just for the shits and giggles of it. Y'all know I would. Mufflers aren't that heavy and they're long. I can strap it over both shoulders, It'd be fun. Ask everybody I see, hey, did you lose a muffler? No, did you lose a muffler? Not that you see anybody out here, but I can still pretend. But since I have no idea where that is, it ain't gonna happen. Look at me walking away from a big piece of trash. Doesn't happen often. I've matured a little bit, Enhance. I believe there might be a cheetah out there. She's not right, but it could be like a big farm. There are a bunch of huge farms out there, but that looks like a small town, right? That's what I'm going with too. Meow. Not sure who that is. Not search and rescue, not the right colors. But who knows? I don't have to have the same colors. There's a law. Just the first thing I've seen moving out here. I'm like, look, there's something moving. Because, yeah, that was it. And he's gone. Oh, cool. I think that's a quail in a tree. Oh, it totally is. It just moved its head. There They're some of my favorite birds, as a matter of fact. The noise they make, like the whole troop of them, how they talk to each other. It sounds like water drops, kind of. It's hard to describe. My human mouth cannot make the noise. They've got a few calls that they make that I've noticed. The one for when I'm lost, they call out, the other group calls out with the same call, and they just call back and forth until they eventually get around each other, and then they go back to the water drop noise. But it seems to be like a harem thing. Like they got one or two males. I don't know how many of them are males, but there's definitely at least one of them pushing around a whole group of females, and they'll follow them anywhere where they cross roads. They always do it at the worst times, man. It's like animals jump out in front of you, want to be run over, but I know that was their neighborhood long before it was my neighborhood. They're just doing their thing. I wonder how soft that little dealy bob that hangs out their head is, though. It looks like it's made of velvet. Just never see them hanging out on high stuff. No, better watch the ground. I just normally see them run around on the ground. You know, I know they can fly when they want to, but you don't see it very often except when you startle them. And I got a family of them that comes through my place every once in a while. Well, every day, like clockwork. So I throw a little bit of chicken food to them. We got a certain shrubbery they like to hang out under for the shade. But they're real skittish birds. I can't even, like, even if I do the food from like throwing distance, you know, throw a spoonful their way or scoopful, you know, that startles the hell out of them just seeing me that close. But I know they'll come back for it because that's their spot. But like I don't feed the pigeons and doves. I'm a dick to them. I figured out how to keep them out of the bird feeders because, oh man, I was getting dozens of those assholes. They just had a cute dealy bob that came out of their forehead. I might feed them. Oh, I really, really hope the trail goes by that one green thing up there. And so, I'm taking a break. And regardless, break is coming up sometime soon. I like how it teases you too. It has that CDT sign and a straight line between you and it, making you think, yeah, we're gonna go right to it. But you know it's not. What really sucks and you don't want to be around it for some reason, I don't know. Let's find out though. If the trail gets anywhere near it, there should be a beeline towards it. I mean, it is shade. And, you know, that's in short supply around here. Unless you're smart enough to bring your own sombrero. Gotta make your own shade. Is that a piece of meteorite? I don't know. Probably not. Feels heavy. I need to find a magnet. See if it sticks. At least tell me if it's iron, but it doesn't tell me if it's from outer space, but it looks like it's been melted. Probably not. Well, I'm gonna hang on to it till I find a magnet. It's the only one that looked like it around. You know, there's lots of little rocks, but the only one that looked like it, so it seems special. But it's probably not. Oh, Choya fruiting. It's the only thing that's not green or brown around here, so okay, look at that, man. Look at that. Oh, I see a CDT sign to the right of that bushy thing. You know, probably like 50 yards beyond. But still, it seems like in line, so we should totally be going right by it. Convenient. I mean, not like bushwhacking through this is hard, but I prefer to stay on a trail when I know where the trail is. Isn't she beautiful? I can see she's wearing a skirt of flood debris. Or is it just debris? Yeah, that's a silent S, I believe. so curious where water is. So I head out with quite a bit. I have been carrying 5 liters for every stretch just because I don't know, I'm a little paranoid. I have an 8-liter capacity, but that's a lot of weight. So 5 is overkill if you know where the water is. But since you don't, it seems right about right. This is beautiful. See, if I knew where water is, I might be like, hey, I'm done here for the night. And maybe I'll hang out here long enough so somebody that comes by with a map can answer my questions. So these are my badass camp shoes. They're made out of a pair of pants that I had that had a bunch of holes in it. Made them a couple ply thick. I soaked the bottom piece in paint because I was like, what sticks to pants but makes it tougher and never goes away? And I was like, oh, when I get paint on my pants, it lasts forever. I ran out of the good pieces with hem on it, like pockets and stuff, so I had to use a piece of mule tape for the last one. But all in all, I think they turned out pretty well. I've been walking around a little bit, here and there around camp. Haven't gotten anything to stab me yet. I mean, it's not impossible by any means. They're not super thick, but that's 3 ply of Levi material, denim, soaked in wax and oil and turpentine and all sorts of stuff. I went through a phase where I was doing that to everything. It happened. Oh, I have no urge to leave here. Why would I ever want to leave this tree? Today we're going real fancy for lunch. Some peanut butter. No, I think with honey in it, man. I am that kind of guy. Oh, yeah, I am that kind of guy, honey. Well, of course, gotta have some sort of additive to make it crunchy and something to hold it. Nothing fancy. I have meats and bags and stuff I could put in there, but I'm not really craving anything, so screw it, put peanut butter in me. Semi-healthy, I think. And a few handfuls of candy. But I mean, it's candy shaped like fruits. That's grapes right there, so that's healthy, right? I'm not sure what blue fruit that's supposed to be. Well, it's got a face on it. It's not supposed to be fruit. One of the many differences between the South and the Southwest is the whole, everybody jokes about it's a dry heat. But in a dry heat, because it's probably like 80 degrees out today, which isn't hot by my standards. But to most people, that's pretty warm. But as soon as you step into it's puffy weather. Like I could sit here without one. It's not like it's horrible, but it was slightly uncomfortable. And I was like, I would be more comfortable with a puffy on just because I'm in a shadow. You can't hide from humidity, but you can hide from the fireball in the sky. Humidity will get you everywhere. As soon as you step out of the shower, it's waiting for you. Never felt clean living in the South. I was always just oozing stuff. I'm a secretor by nature. I'm kind of gooby, I call it. Secrete a goob. It's a natural protectant against, everything. Gotta make it through the goob before you get to me. It works on bacteria, most bugs. You don't want to bite me because you have to bite through that stuff first. Pretty sure any mosquito that bites me is like, oh God. Ooh, once you get past the first swallow, it's okay. But yeah, that first bit, ooh, tangy. Definitely tangy. Just the tiniest of breezes has kicked in. And I'm like, ooh, zip this thing up. I'm actually thinking about going to stand in the sunshine. It's so cold in the shadow. I want somebody else to come along and sit down just so I can see if they go from, their normal hiking attire, which is more than likely short shorts. It's very popular out here. If they go from all of that to like actually wearing a puffy or anything, without me saying anything, I'm like, wow, it sure is cold under here, but I mean, I look the part. I'm thinking about bringing out the bad hat. I was like, the puffy wasn't even convenient because at first I was like, no, I'll wear it if it's convenient. And I was like, oh, no, it's not. I was like, oh, fuck it, it's cold. I'm putting that thing on. It's crazy. It is. It's just the breeze is cold. Is really what it is. I mean, the shadow helps too, but that breeze is like, it feels like it's coming off of like a snow peak mountain or something. It's got a little bit of a bite to it, even in noonday sun. Definitely feeling it more today than it was yesterday, man. I hear a low rumbling Actually, the fly is louder. Is there a vehicle coming? Is that an engine braking? Like, am I that close to a road that I'm hearing somebody engine braking? Huh. Or maybe I'm mental. Lord knows. Okay, we finally have to leave. Real quick check and forget anything. No. I don't know how long I was there. It felt like an hour maybe. Not in a hurry. Yeah, of course I'm concerned with water. Who wouldn't be? But I have 2 liters left. I'm very well hydrated. I haven't been rationing at all. And would assume that the bear box is in the next 5 miles or less. But, not just me guessing that he puts them, or not he, like somebody just magically does it, but whoever puts them about a dozen miles apart, I have heard. So I feel like I've done somewhere near 10, I want to say, but I don't know. It's all guessing, man. Probably done more than 10. Who knows? No, I'm sticking with 10. And so I've come across, an actual road. I know I'm supposed to keep going straight, but I am just making sure there isn't unfortunately they make those bear boxes like brown, and so they'd blend right in. But I know if I was going to put one in, I'd put it near a road. Make it easy to service. But I don't see anything. And it's hard to follow footprints in this kind of stuff. I see a piece of one here and there that, as long as I see one here and there, I'm like, okay, nothing's changed. I got that right there to make me feel safe. As long as I know I'm on the trail. But, I definitely don't want to pass up the water. Like, what's that in that bush way down there? I doubt the bear box would be that far off the trail. Wouldn't make sense. So I'm going to carry on. But there's another road. There always is. And I see random spots of color. I'm betting it's cholla fruit. But I don't know. Yep, sure it is. I was just hitting another thing. It's like, ooh, spots of color. You guys want to try one? There, you put that in your mouth. Is this the only one? They stand out. Take time to appreciate the erosion. Ooh, plant porn. So, these have reached sexual maturities, and that bad boy is going to just grow up into this huge stalk and be covered in edible flowers. I have eaten some of their flowers. Not many, because, just because they say something's edible doesn't mean I can eat a whole bowl full, so, I don't push it. I graze. But after it makes that stalk, it will die soon after. see a water tower way out there. Now I do remember a water tower with like a cow lake around it. Shallow, but it had a trough that the water went into. Maybe that's it. So many memories colliding in my head. I'm like, is that even this trail? I'm fairly certain it was. But I'm pretty sure I'm looking for a bear box. So that doesn't seem right. I'm so confused. Well, we leave the dirt road. And I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 signs for the CDT. And they lead in the general direction of that water tower. They seem to stand to fit out to the right, but you know how the trail meanders around. But, you know, they did heavily mark this thing, which is, you know, it's pretty good. If I was walking through here at night, shining my headlamp around, I'd be bound to pick up on one of these. Yeah, I can see them way far out. I see a vehicle way out by that water tower. So I guess the road is near there. Ish. Perspective. Could be as far as a mile behind it. Who knows? So yeah, there's a buttload of cow. Well, not a buttload. I see like 4 or 5 that I can tell are definitely cow. But cows are ninjas. They could be in shadows and things. For huge things, they hide so well. So I have to assume there's water there. Now, the trail runs this way. So I don't know if I'm supposed to keep going this way and I'll see a turn to the right. Or should I take the road here? Footprints aren't helping me at all. Let's see. Oh, no, I do see some going that way. Okay, I'm going this way. Worst case scenario, I air quotes, bushwhack. They already see me coming and they're peeling off. They're like, well, at least move away from the water and stand over here and stare at you for a while. So I'm gonna head towards that thingy. It's got a lot of green stuff growing at its base, so I'm hoping I can get some water out of it somehow. I don't want to disturb them any more than I have to. And go back to the trail, which is clearly marked. I appreciate that. That's a lot of cow poop. Yeah, there's still a huge nest up in the top of that thing. I'm sorry, ladies. What are you talking to? Cow spit. Or cow shit. Could have swore there was like a bathtub here and filled into first. Oh, it's good enough for me. Oh, I thought I heard running water. Ta-da! We are all over that. Zoom. Since the water's coming right out of a pipe, I'm pretty sure I don't have to filter, but I'm doing it anyway, because why not? I don't know exactly where that water comes from. I'd like to think it's a spring somewhere, or a well, but I don't really know. But I saw a sign over here for the hikers. Please turn off the faucet after use. Please don't touch the pump electrical system. Have a good day. Oh, there is a hose right here. Isn't that nice? I can hear water leaking out over here too, obviously, by the greenery. But it appears off. Oh, the water I'm hearing is inside this. Okay. And then Pachum fills that thing up in those. Okay. Well, you guys got it pretty good as far as, like, being stuck in the middle of a shitty desert. At least you have water. Hey, that's more than some guys have. Don't you forget it. So there's this big old javelin sticking out of the ground. I have to assume this was at one time beat into the ground as a ground for an electrical system, because I can't see any other reason why you would have that. Something to do with all this, power pole stuff. I find it rather strange nobody's caught up with me. I am not particularly fast. I didn't start really early. Just kind of odd. I know there's not a whole lot of us out here, but there was 2 extra tents when I left this morning, so I mean maybe they're going southbound. But if they're going north, they totally would have caught me a while ago. I don't get it. Did not get a nap at all today. But where do you nap when there's no shade? You don't just lay out in the sunshine. That's rookie shit. I do it all the time when we're getting. I find what I can though, Sometimes you just need to lay down and take a nap. That's what you gotta do. It's what you gotta do. But it's probably a mistake. And that's beautiful for a cow pond, is it not? And I just don't think I can do this nest up in here justice. It's a behemoth, but you can't see all of it at any one angle. It's gotta be, I don't know, like 4 feet tall, maybe a little taller. It's about the best height right there. That's a pretty big nest, man. And I came here pretty much comfortably. I had about 1.5 liters on me. And that can get me pretty far, and that's not bad for, starting off way by that mountain over there and walking this far to, luck out and judge the water properly. No idea where the next water is, but, I'm going to carry 5 liters out with me. I'm going to walk for a while. Let's see, 1, 2. We got like 2.5 hours until sunset. So I'm going to do at least, a handful of miles. Keep my eyes open for something cool and comfortable to sleep at, I guess. I don't know when the next water is, of course. So, I'm just going to carry my 5 liters and keep my fingers crossed. I guess I caught the window, man, because the water turned off. It is 4:53 in the PMs, and the water is done. I don't know when it turned off, but it couldn't have been more than 10 or 15 minutes ago tops. I'm not sure if that goes down when that goes down, or if we can still turn that. I mean, I might as well find out, just shits and giggles. I'll be right back. Nah, we're good. And I don't know why I decided to pop up, but right now I just all of a sudden feel like, hey, I got a really good hot spot. Like, it hurts, but it didn't hurt like 5 minutes ago, so I'm gonna sit right here, take my shoes off, and then maybe throw some Band-Aids on or something. This is the only kind of clean stool in the house. Oh, that feels great to sit down. Oh, shit, that feels better than I thought it was going to. Oh. Sitting on the ground just, I don't know, it doesn't rejuvenate you the same way that, I'm sitting upright. Sitting on the ground is just, I don't know, it's uncomfortable. It's not bad, but I like a fallen log or something, or, cow pond. trough. All right, let's dig into the feet. You know it was coming. Feet time. But I only have the littlest baby blister. Not focused. There we go. That's nothing. Okay, cool. We'll put a little bit of moleskin on that and be back on the road. Catch 'em early. Okay, finally departing. Alright, about 2 hours of sunlight left. I'm in let's find a spot to sleep mode. But yeah, let's get far away from the cow poop. Trail is this way. I see a sign over here. Oh, I see a sign over there, but we'll go this one, it's closer. Okay, look how fresh those things are. Oh my god, look at the size of this guy's feet. Yeah, he's a giant. Alright, so did they pass while I was getting water? I was over there for a while. It's far enough away I wasn't even looking in this direction. And I could see where people could walk by me. Those look super fresh, don't they? Yeah. Look at those crisp edges. I can see, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 signs from where I stand. It's nice. I appreciate that. I mean, it might be a bit overkill, but way better than not marking the trail at all. I wonder if any of these are new from 2019, because I feel like there's more out now. But who knows? Well, I guess some people know. I just don't. It is not uncommon to just find a random brick on a trail. No roads for, I don't know how far, but no roads forever. And there's random brick. And I often wonder, is like somebody was going down the trail and they looked through their pack and found it at this point and throw it down. Because that seems the most likely way that a single brick gets this far out. But it's not an uncommon sight. It's not. And it does sound funny to do it to other people. Sucks if you found it done to yourself, but like nice when you take it out and you're like, oh man, it's so much easier. These pounds weigh more than I ever thought they did. Like I'm only carrying like 11 pounds of water on my back. It doesn't sound like a whole lot. I was saying only 11 pounds, but damn, it feels like a ton. It feels way more than 11. Ran out of footprints, but I got a sign. I'm expecting more flowers this year. It was a really wet winter in Arizona, so I'm assuming that means they got their share. These are some of the first ones out. There's been a lot of flowers, but most of them are so tiny that you got to get on your hands and knees to photograph those things. But this is the first decent-sized field I've came across. Why is this area so special and gets the flowers? I don't know. In some areas, there's just like more nothing than others. This area's got a whole lot of nothing. And not even a lot of grasses. I'm loving this hat. Look at the size of that shadow it casts. I don't think my face has touched sunlight almost all day, except for maybe on some breaks. Speaking of break, I'm ready to be done. I see like a bridge off in the distance, and I'm hoping there's something cool on one side or the other. Or maybe I'm just seeing things, I don't know. I believe I just answered my earlier question if they've put up more signs. They have at least come and put some signage since. Because look at this one. That has a few bullet holes going through it. If you look in there, they did not even touch the other side. I mean, they clearly went through. Focus on that spot, please. Thank you. They clearly went through, but didn't mar the other side the least. All new looking. Yeah. So those were put up at different times. That's what I'm saying. So yes, there is more signage than when I was here last time. That's what I'm going with. And I know what you're thinking. Well, maybe those were just 22 rounds from like a long distance and they didn't have the penetrating power to go through 2 signs or something similar. Right? Okay. Here's those same damn holes. But this sign existed on the other side. Blah, 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 blah. Exit wounds are a bitch, huh? Yeah, so there's that. So if you look just on the horizon, I'm seeing increasingly taller vegetation, which is, sometimes suggests that there's a wash. That's what I'm hoping for, because, I like to sleep in a good wash, and now this stuff around here is, prime real estate. It's so sleepable. It's not bad. If it gets wet, it would suck. But, that's how it is when it's straight dirt. Okay, while it is a wash, it is also a road. So, yeah, we can't sleep in that. Okay. Well, hell. Where's the next sign then? Oh, I see one way through there. How the fuck? Let's see what they're here and take a left somewhere. What I hear? Thought I heard something. Nope, maybe just my stomach growling. Who knows? In my professional opinion, when that many signs have that many bullet holes, this is where assholes come to party. So don't camp near the road. Just keep on going. Dirt bike tracks, I have to imagine, right? Interesting. Look at the little clumps where things were growing or still are growing. They make their own little islands. Interesting. The sun is getting low. I'm definitely wanting to find a place, but everywhere's got that soft sand, and I don't want to wake up all gritty again. I'm a pansy like that, okay? So I'm hoping that maybe over this hill is like Shangri-La or something. Because that's about all the energy I have is to get over this hill. So I'm hoping it's just marginally better than this. It does appear to be marginally better. There's grasses. It's less dust and more pebbles and rocks and dirt. But there's a decent area right here. I'm right next to the trail. I normally don't like to sleep right next to the trail, but hell, I've been doing it this whole time anyway. Not a whole lot of options. I mean, I can walk out there, but what's the point? What's the point? Alright, so right about meow. There might be some sort of sunset happening out there. Those might be colors. It's hard to tell. Tonight we are having some creamy garlic shells and premium white chicken. None of that, lackluster bottom shelf shit, dude. This is premium. I was not able to eat all my dinner last night. I ended up chucking it out, which is, totally uncool. But what the hell? It happened. I want to peek out and see what's going on. Goodbye, son. I'll see you tomorrow. Curious what time I'll wake up. Bet I wake up pretty early. I'm gonna go to bed early, get a good night's sleep. But I'm not setting alarms. I wake up when I wake up. Start wandering when I do, cause I don't know. going by feels. Since I don't have maps, I don't really know what I should be doing. Did I miss a water cache? Or was there not a water cache because there was that cow pond? I'm assuming that's what it is. But I don't know. We'll find out. Bound to come across one, you know, just following footprints. There's plenty of footprints to follow, so I'm not overly stressed. Nice. Well, I boarded last minute. I did not put the white meat chicken in. It's just the shells and cheese in there. Disgusting. I have no appetite again. Yeah. Been fighting it all day. I got little things in me here and there, but yeah, I'm not really eating. I've been worse. Still getting calories in me, just not nearly what I need, but town is a couple days away, so there's not much to eat in that town, though. There's not. Yeah. I'll make do. At least I'm getting some in me, but as soon as I put a spoonful in my mouth, I was like, oh, this is disgusting. And I've enjoyed this stuff before, so I know it's, you know, psychological. I'm tired, man. I'm ready to sleep. See you in the morning. Temperature dropped. Went outside to get a few photos because the clouds are doing some pretty awesome stuff. But I started just shivering uncontrollably. Oh, it took me. I had to come. I ran back in here. Jumped up underneath this thing, but I hadn't even warmed it up yet. Luckily, it's 0 degrees, so it got me warm pretty quick. But damn. You know, I was just out there a little while ago. Didn't feel like that. I even have a puffy on, you know. It's not like I went out there shirtless or anything. I went out there with my hiking puffy on, but whew, temperature changed drastically. Full moon was peeking out. It looks like there might be smoke on the horizon. It's hard to tell. It looks too thick to be clouds, but the moon just popped through it. It was invisible behind it, but enough of it was peeking at the top to where I knew what was going on. Another full moon tonight. It lights this tent up, man. Being white, it just glows in here. But, you know, I just pulled a bad hat low over the eyes, so it's not too bad. Okay, so get my technology kind of stuff done. Videos working on and stuff, blah, blah, blah. Push some buttons and then go to bed, man. Been a long day. Has it, though? No, not really. I slept in till like 5-ish, almost 5. Slacker. Let's see what time I wake up. Might happen again.